Can the IRS take money out of your bank account without giving you notice? The answer to that question is no. The IRS has legal statutory requirements to give you sufficient notice before they levy you. And there are 3 code sections at your disposal to fight an improper IRS bank levy. Here they are. First one is Notice 63303, Notice and Demand for Tax. Okay, this isn't levy specific, but what this code section is saying is that within 60 days of making the assessment of a tax, the IRS has to give notice to the taxpayer that they owe said tax and demanding that they pay it. And this is usually done with IRS Notice CP14. I made a whole video about CP14s. You can watch that video by clicking the link at the top of the screen here. Okay, so if they haven't done that, then they haven't done something right. Okay, now specific to the levy action, we want to look at Internal Revenue Code 6331D, requirement of notice before levy. Levy may be made under subsection A upon the salary or wages or other property of any person, such as a bank account, with respect to any unpaid tax only after the secretary has notified such person in writing of his intention to make such levy. Who's the secretary here? It's referring to the Secretary of the Treasury and by extension the IRS. Okay. 30-day requirement. So this notice must be either given in person, left at your dwelling, or sent by certified mail to your last known address to the IRS. Okay, so that's generally the address on the last return that you filed with them, unless you filed a change of address form with them. Okay, so this notice of intent to levy, right? This note has notified such person in writing of his intention to make such levy is generally the CP 504. We have seen a lot of those go out already this year. However, there is another notice that the IRS must send, and this is under Code Section 6330A. Here it is again, same phrase, requirement of notice for levy. Now, this levy, okay, or this notice described here has to give you notify you of your rights to something. I'm going to read the statutory language here. No levy may be made on any property or right to property of any person unless the secretary has notified such person in writing of their right to a hearing under this section before such levy is made. Such notice shall be required only once for the taxable period to which the unpaid tax specified in paragraph 3A relates. Okay, so this notice is the notice of your right to request a collection due process hearing, in which you can basically have a hearing, basically a conversation with someone from the IRS Independent Office of Appeals, an appeals officer, and basically plead your case with them. Okay. This notice here is generally the LT11 or LT11 or the not the LT11, the LT11 or the CP90, or if you're with the revenue officer, the letter 1058. Okay, so unless the IRS has given you sufficient notice, as described here in the law, in the Internal Revenue Code, okay, they cannot legally levy you. There are some exceptions to the notice requirements, but they're not very common, and they likely don't apply to most of my viewers out there. So, in a nutshell, can the IRS take money out of your bank account without notifying you, without giving you notice? The answer is no. And it's the notices in certified mail that you really got to watch out for. In fact, I made a whole video about IRS notices on certified mail. You can check out that video right here. I also made a whole video about IRS bank levies in detail. You can check out that video right here. If you are dealing with IRS issues, give us a call at Choice Tax Relief 866-8000-TAX, or fill out the form at choicetaxrelief.com, and we will reach out to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.